Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Dublin. I'm back for another Eurovision reaction video. Today I'm reacting to Mimicat singing Coração. She's representing Portugal in Eurovision 2023. And let's react and see how this could do in semi-final number 1. So let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip straight to my reaction. If you can't understand me, you can slow down the video and turn on subtitles here. So I have already reacted to the song. I'll leave a link up in the eye when I did my video for Festival da Canção. So today I'm going to try to talk about different stuff. I'm not going to it's not going to be my first reaction. I'm going to be more focusing on what do I think that Portugal needs to do, what do they need to do with the staging and the song and the costuming, etc. to qualify from the first half of the first semi-final, which is the worst possible draw. Portugal are on the streak of qualifying 2 years in a row, so it would be nice if they could keep that up. And those are two top 12 finishes as well, 12th and 9th. So really, really great if they could continue that on, but they've got a really difficult draw. So they need to be very clever in how they're staging, standing out, being different, being really memorable. So let's see what Mimicat can do. This was the fan favorite, I know, so nice that the fans got their favorite, especially with this season, which has had so many casualties in it. Okay, this is Mimicat, Wanna Know My Secret Band. That piano starting is cool because it kind of gives a different feel immediately. I think it's a good start now because I think people are like, oh, this is going to be fun. Now the staging is very Broadway, don't worry, I'm only going to say that once. I'm not going to say it again for 3 minutes. But that's also very entertaining. Yeah, there's elements of this are very entertaining. The dances are great, they're very theatrical. She's got great equipment as well. I think she's a very fun girl. I like the cogs in the background. That's a really cool image. I hope they keep that in Liverpool. The song is good. It's not that B word I was going to say. I'm not allowed to say. It's fun. It's building up. Now I love that little guitar. That's a lovely moment. And it does feel really cultural. So people watching kind of wanting their dose of like seeing European culture, this is going to fill it. Yeah, it's really playful now. All these actions and looking at her, really, really cute elements. I wonder if they could get something kind of like a viral moment in at some point. That thing would really help them. Kind of focus on what people like the most in terms of the visual aspect. The song is fine. Like, it's got a nice steady clap to it. It's got a slow energy. She's great as well. I quite like her styling. I think obviously they'll elevate it for Liverpool. Vocals are good as well. Oh, nice slower sultry moment. And I like the red lighting as well. That's very pretty. So they have got some ideas here. They're going to have to bring big guns though, because this first semi-final is carnage. Nice build up into the climax. And a big note at the end. No juries to get for the jury note, unfortunately. Yeah, lovely. Very fun, playful. Yeah, so look, this is very much like a Broadway performance, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, lots of people go to Broadway, they go to theater, they go to musicals, so that's not necessarily a shady comment. It's more just, yeah, it's got a very theatrical performance quality to it. Now that could definitely work because there's really nothing else in the first semi-final that has. There are theatrics in the first semi-final. Let One is obviously very theatrical and there's performance going on there. Czechia may have a theatrical element. We don't know what their staging is going to be yet. Malta's kind of got more like a goofy, playful party feel. It's not totally in the same vein. So yeah, like it might actually be the best thing for them to just kind of go all in on this real Broadway feel. Just really ham up the kind of acting and the campness. They have the bits where on the couch and she's got the two male and female dancers and they're kind of doing gasping and head movements and all this kind of like slightly more cheesy dancing that you associate with Broadway, where everything's like very dramatic and over the top. That could actually work for them if they kind of lean into that more, because it really gives the song a very unique identity in this semi-final. So they could take what some people might look and see as a weakness and turn it into their biggest strength. It's also got a really strong cultural identity. This feels very Portuguese. It's in Portuguese, obviously, which we expect for the majority of Portuguese songs, apart from the Black Mamba. And it does feel like the costumes are slightly Portuguese-y as well, and just the whole thing just feels like a cultural experience, which is really, a lot of people really enjoy. They love tuning in to see like, oh, different cultures in Europe, and they find that really entertaining. So like, there's lots of things that are working for this. Vocals are great. She's a great performer. I loved when they were giving the points in Festival da Canção. Every time that she got a 12, she was doing like a close-up with the camera and she was crossing her eyes. So she's got a sense of humor. I think they should totally use that. Add in even more fun, more silliness. Not silliness, because silliness means that like they're making fun of themselves. Like more kind of crazy, wacky, real performance art, like maybe some props, expensive looking props, so it looks like they're still taking it seriously, but just like, I would go really, really in on the theater fun. Think of all the like magnificent shows that you can see now, almost just take ideas for that and adapt it. That's the real feel I'm getting. I don't know if it's meant to be like a theater song, but for me, the second I switch into it, it is like 100%, that's what I get. Definitely keep the two male and female dancers. I thought they were really, really great, and they bring the energy and fun and the interaction that she can have as well. There's lots of movement in the performance. They're going all over the place. This definitely isn't boring. I think a lot of younger audience will really, really, really enjoy this. It's very family friendly. It's super cute. Like older age groups can also be, this might be nostalgic for them as well. So I think that there's lots of things that are working for this. It's very popular in the community. Will this qualify from the first semi-final? Now this is in the first half of the first semi. At this point in time, I would think that this isn't going to. I'm going to put it as a borderline no. I think this will qualify from the second semi-final. I know that when I'm doing my semi-final prediction videos, not me, I'd say other reactors as well, a lot of people are going to say this will qualify from the other semi, or this wouldn't qualify from the other semi. I think people are going to be saying that a lot, because it really does feel like the two semi-finals are like, the average quality is very, very largely different. So yeah, borderline no. That doesn't mean no. It means definitely they've got a shot if they can like amp up the fun and the energy and this standing out. Draw will come into it a lot as well. I don't think it'll open the show. I think that there are better openers in Ireland and Malta. I hear people talking about Norway as well. I think it'll be Ireland or Malta. So I don't think she'll get first in the draw, and then I don't think that they will put this second because it's still upbeat. So I think it's going to be at least third in the running order. Now third is not a great place to be in the running order, but the later it is, the better. If this could be sixth or seventh, that's definitely going to help it a little bit as well. In terms of Portugal's staging, the Black Mamba staging was absolutely gorgeous. Mara's staging was very good. So they are on a streak the last 2 years. On the flip side, Coração's staging didn't particularly work for me. I don't associate them with having wide staging, but I don't associate them with being terrible either. And I already think their starting product is pretty decent. So yeah, this is a borderline no for me, but I would actually really like if this qualified, because I do think it adds in a very different feel to the final. It would add in more variety, great energy. I like that Portugal always stick to their guns and they always send something that's very Portuguese and authentic. So I think it makes the final richer. So I do hope this qualifies, but I think that they need, I don't think it's selling out, but I just think they need a couple of magic tricks. And I know it's sad that you're like, oh, can the song not just get through on its own? But in this first half, the first semi, I do think you kind of need to read the room and go, maybe we need, I don't mean a literal magic trick. I don't mean like bring on a magician and pull out a rabbit. I mean like do some of those really fun interactive stage things that happen in musicals. Like we have the chair, but let's go even bigger than that. Let's have a look and see how this is doing on Eurovision scoreboard. This is pretty popular in the community, so I'd imagine it's not doing too badly. Yeah, it's 16th. Scores are kind of like still loading because Greece's song just kind of surprise dropped. So of all the semi-final one songs that are currently released, it is 9th. That's slightly concerning. And we still have Azerbaijan to be released. You have, I know people are going on that Azerbaijan need juries. Azerbaijan have an amazing qualification record. They do not always need juries to get through, focusing a little bit too much on last year where they did need it. That was a once-off. They often qualify with their televote. This is a great opportunity for the Portuguese delegation to show that they're smart, they can read the room, they're strategic, they've got a great artist, and they are able to adapt pretty good base product, elevate it, and qualify. I think if this qualifies, it'll be 8th, 9th, 10th, but it's definitely possible. There are going to be surprises in first semi-final. There are going to be quality songs eliminated, and this is a quality song that could be eliminated. So definitely they can't be complacent. Okay, that's what I thought about Coração by Mimicat. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and thanks so much.